Hey, can y'all hear me? Look at Valencia on the job. Child, because I'm going to need that backup channel the way this shit going. Woo! Oh, Lord. Y'all can hear me? Uh, I was going to tell y'all. I forgot what I was going to tell y'all, but let me tell y'all this. Okay. So, I was in Miss Denise's chat earlier, and like I always say, whenever you just my opinion, I have to be the opinion of others, and I'm not, you know, concerned about that. But I always say when you put out commentary, I mean, to me, the purpose of commentary is for people to comment on, right? So that's why I don't strike people for playing their lives and stuff like that. I don't have to like you. I don't have to deal with you or whatever. That's just I, I'm I'm a fair bitch around, all over the board. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't have to adopt that. I don't see me ever playing nobody's content, but if I did or whatever, of course I would, just people are different, so I'll probably get permission or let them know that I'm gonna play it or, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing, just to be, you know, courteous or whatever. But I'm one of my word, and if I ever change that stance, I would tell you. But I don't see anything in the reason of, to change it because, quite simple. If you don't, want a motherfucker to fact check you like CNN or rebuttal what you say or comment on what you say or this that and the third, then hey, don't say it. That's just my thing. And if y'all don't mind the people that come in or the people that view, um even if you're viewing from the window, read that description box because I always put updates and stuff like that with regards to what's going on over here. Um, and one another change I'm making is that I will have both open and closed panels, right? Which means if it's open, I'm gonna drop the link and you come in. If it's a closed panel, I'm gonna drop the link for a specific person, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, or a group of people, or what have you. So I mean, that's basically the only difference with that. Um, so and hopefully, everybody can respect the the way we do things over here, as I respect what the way people do things wherever they are. Um, Another thing, like so, I was in Miss Denise's chat, and some people know what happened, some people don't, whatever, this and the third, and everybody gonna have an opinion on it, whether they know what happened, how it happened, or what have you. And sometimes when people have issues with a certain people or a certain group or whatever, they may tie them to things and that, this, that, and the third. I'm just letting you know, right now, I'm not like that. I'm specific and direct or indirect, well, maybe indirect, but I'm talking about your ass. So, so I go on, like I put in her chat. I know that Oak Cove and Enterprise or YTF or King Kales or whatever teams or the Dream Team as a whole, I know it. They don't. Those people don't have everything to do with everything that goes down with regards to YouTube or with regards to things that happen, you know, outside of YouTube. That's just common sense. I'm the type of person, like I say, I don't pick teams. I pick people. And I'm not like some people have this culture around here that well, if you beefing with Johnny, and you could be wrong as fuck, but if you beefing with Johnny, I'm gonna beef with Johnny too. as that's some show of loyalty or ride or down, whatever. No. If you beefing with Johnny, I'm not gonna beef with Johnny because Johnny hasn't done anything to me. I might dislike what you said, what Johnny said about you. I might dislike what you said about Johnny. Now I'm not gonna let Johnny get some people and beat you up. I'm standing right there with you, and I'm not gonna throw hands with you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and when it comes to the culture around here, I'm not interested in being in an alliance or being in a group. If it's a bad group, I don't need one anyway. That's dispel that notion. But what I'm saying is, I'm not. That's just some weak ass shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's almost the equivalent as a gang of people jumping on one person. What kind of bitch ass shit is that? That don't show strength, your knowledge, your anything like that. That just speaks that more so that you a weak ass bitch and you can't handle your own shit. And then a lot of times people start shit and want you to help bail them out of it. Well, for that I get a retainer. I always often said that, you know what, my mom and my dad's side they are two different, two different separate. They function different, differently. You know what I'm saying? My mom and them side, somebody call and tell on me at my age, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. But they know I ain't out here starting no shit with people. But they just don't like my retaliation because they say it's too much. It's too obsessive and excessive, and it goes on, and you know what I'm saying, and I won't stop till I see your ass buried. You know. And my dad inside the family is, listen, whatever she did, she right, and you better not fuck with her. My mom decided gonna learn about to fuck with me either. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of trouble and hear a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay? That's just how they are. But even though I might be one of the most successful ones over here, to be sometimes I'd be like black, she'd be like, God damn, I got in trouble for wearing goddamn slides, child, slides. I mean, and in these days and times, these are designer slides. Because they be on that proper and prim prissy shit, whatever, and and sometimes they judgmental, they may look down on people, but I'm just not like that. And I'm gonna wear some slides. Shit. But so and I'll never accuse anybody of something that I didn't know they did it. I'm not gonna just make no shit up and all that crazy ass bullshit. I'm not gonna do shit for the tube and for the gram and for the book and none of that shit. I don't have time for that. I don't even know how that shit is done, and why would you do it? Because to me, you just flossing and faking it and all that bullshit for what? I'm never gonna brag. I'm never gonna, look where I am, look what I live, and look how I do, and look at me, and look at it. Never do that. Because when you do that, I've been taught that you're putting others down. Because you're telling that person that you don't have as much as I do. You don't have my job better than yours. My education is better than yours. I look better than you do, and all that old stupid shit that matters nothing. Because you have it one day, and the next day you can lose it. So it makes no sense. I don't run around here with titles. I never intended nobody to know that I was a lawyer, that I was a state and federal prosecutor at one time. All of that shit. Who I work for, who I teach. None of that shit. Because that shit don't matter. I don't use titles and salutations, all that bullshit. I don't. Because a lot of times when you go into and anybody that goes to that do a lot of work with charities and underprivileged and stuff like that, When you come in there and you present yourself as doctor this, doctor that, this, that, third, whatever, and you coming into an arena of a bunch of people that's um not privileged as you are, that's something like a slap in the face. That's something like you're putting those people down. And and that's something that I'm not willing to do. Because I don't need all of that to make myself feel more important than the next person, because I'm not. Those names and things that and shit like that, that's just a representative of where you've been, the journey you've gone through. Sometimes that might not represent where you are. There's a whole bunch of medical doctors, lawyers, or accountants and shit like that in homeless shelters on crack. So that shit means nothing. And I kind of frown upon and I scowl at those who put others down just by that very means. You're not gonna hear me say nothing about no bad bitch, and I'm a this kind of bitch, and I'm a that this kind of all this kind of bitch, and I'm all this kind of shit, and you ain't shit, whatever. Well, I'm pretty sure, whatever level it is, I'm pretty sure I can compete. Bank account, whatever, and it doesn't matter. That shit don't matter to me. I don't drive luxury cars. I know some people that do. And that's just where I am. Money and jobs and all that kind of shit, whatever, and YouTube stats and all that bullshit. Like, what does that say about you? I mean, what does that say about you as a person? Not a goddamn thing. So I don't put that much into it because it says nothing about how I am as a person. My works do. My words do. Not what I buy, how I look. And let me tell you this. This is one thing I know for certain, is that if you sit up there and say you this, that, and the third and whatever, and you're not, and you don't have it, it's some motherfuckers that's not gonna see that you might be what they say capping or faking it or whatever. It's some motherfuckers that's gonna tear your ass up. But saying that you all this, that, and the third, and you're not. And that's fair game. See, every stepping block, everything that you see that goes on in this universe, it goes somewhere. It's just one step in preparation of another. But y'all have too much time on y'all hands. And if one job ain't good enough for you, then get two. Y'all too invested in the YouTube shit, your obsession with others and the beefs and the fallout you may have and whatever. It's far too much. It's too deep. And it's beyond on a personal level. And you look crazy as hell because these are strangers. And even and with some of the shit that goes on around here, even if you knew the person, you still may be qualified for a mental health evaluation. And the lies, the deceit, the deception, the bullshit, it never ever ends. And not only does it end, not never end, y'all build upon it. People jump in it, this, that, and the third. I don't need nobody jumping in my shit. Because I'm not going to start no shit I can't handle. And I'm definitely not going to respond to some shit that I cannot handle. Others only get into your way. And if I'm coming for your ass, I need you to get out of my way. Sit on the sideline. I'm not gonna, you know, build him all this immature ass shit. Most of these people on sit up here on YouTube is in their 40s or 50s. At that point, I would expect that whatever you didn't accomplish in life, you're trying to help somebody else to accomplish what they're trying to get, do in life. And if you did do accomplish a lot in life, I expect for you to be showing others how to accomplish that thing and exceed you. See, I measure my success from when my child exceeds me, from when the people that I have dealt with, trained, whatever, in whatever method, 31 years or whatever. I look at their success. I look at where they are now. And I pray that they shadow whatever I've done, if I've done anything. I hope that. Especially in the realms of when it comes to helping others and being charitable. I keep up, that's the shit I keep up with. Not I don't stalk who's rocking who on YouTube, who's in somebody's chat, what they say, I'm a screenshot, whatever. No. I go back and look at the people. Sorry about that. Hold on. Hello. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, y'all. All right, thank y'all for holding. Whoever that was, call me back or text me back. Um, but anyway, oh no, hold on, y'all. Sorry. Thank y'all for holding. Sorry about that, y'all. So, as I was saying, and I go back and I see what they're doing, and that they're also helping others, and what they're doing in the area of charity, right? Because that's what we should be doing. Like I've always said, I don't give motivational speeches. I just go somewhere and tell them how to get it, and if I can help them get it. Nobody wants to hear about all this, that, and the third, and how I did this. They can read that in the bio. So, but you know, I know a lot of people, get uptight if they see you in somebody's chat, this, that, and the third, this and the third. I've always said I'm gonna end up supporting my enemies and my friends because I'm gonna end up support what's right. And if I can't support what's right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and stay out of it. But I'm not gonna allow nobody to accuse somebody of some wrongdoing that I know, that's wrongdoing. If I don't know, then I don't know, and I'm not gonna say anything. But if Miss Denise feel like Oak Cove or Dream Team and this, that, and third has done something, whatever, I don't share those same feelings. See, because there's one thing about a lot of you motherfuckers. There's one thing about y'all. There's something called a that I call well, it's called motif. That's MOTIF, not motive, but motif, and it's a repetitive thing or repetitive behavior. But if you look at the definition of motif, it's like a repetitive design, a language, something that type of thing, right? And it's repetitive, and you do it over and over and over again. And to me, that becomes your MO. It's easy to spy. I don't have to say anything about it, whatever. And as long as it's not going to kill somebody, you know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. But since 19 to now, in and out of school, we were trained to investigate, to break it down. So you know what I'm saying? You people have certain attributes. It's easy to spy. Sometimes those attributes come out on a regular, on a daily, whatever. Sometimes it comes out on a cycle. But if you know anything about the act of studying people, you know how to pick up on those attributes, even in your children. But I tell of one person that I talk to regularly, I don't let nobody lie on me. I don't let nobody insult my intelligence to try to run some shit on me as if I'm short, as if I don't understand what the fuck is, as if I can't pick no shit up. I don't have to say nothing. I really don't have to say a goddamn thing. Now, I'm not gonna sit up there and let somebody accuse people of this, that, and the third, whatever, when you know that's a lie, and I know it's a goddamn lie. And a lot of times you won't have to do the shit that you do. See, here's the thing: when it comes to doing fuck shit, in terms of lying and shit like that, you often have to do some more fuck shit to cover that fuck shit, or a lie to cover that lie, a plot to cover that plot, a scheme to cover that motherfucking scheme, and it never stops. So just in case anybody missed what I was talking about earlier, what have you, what happened last night, that live, and some idiot or some person named oh yeah. Oh, let me tell y'all this, cause see, I'm gonna show you how to cut off shit. If y'all see that spamming shit happening again, go ahead and block them or what have you, and so we still don't, we still got our still blocking criteria, but of course to block that, but I am anticipating that the person is probably going to try to spam it again to try to throw it off that it's not them. See, you fucking with a trained professional. I'm not sure why you think that you can get that shit over, but I'm gonna beg you to deal with everybody as individuals, not everybody as a group of airheads or gullible ass people. So if you see that happening again or whatever, that may happen. See, here's the thing, right? This is the problem you don't cause for your fucking self. I'm not gonna say who did it because they know they did it and they know I know they did it. They know I'm talking exactly to them. But since you like to play games, I'm gonna hold it over your fucking head. I'm gonna block you at every corner. I'm gonna get ahead of your bullshit. I'm gonna be on every corner, and the only motherfucker that you could have to go through to get out of it is me. They're already trying to put it on others. I'm getting the messages. I'm gonna cause you to do a whole bunch of nervous talking. I'm not teaching summer school this year. And my suggestion is not to join in on no motherfucking bullshit and get the fuck out of the way. Because you too will get it. I don't like unnecessary bullshit. I report your motherfucking ass wherever it needs to be reported, including the streets. I mean, when I get motherfucking finished, you gonna want to turn your life over to the Lord. Cause I don't do no fucked up shit like this. Ooh. Unnecessary ass shit. And that's another thing I hate. I hate unnecessary ass shit that I have to deal with. And these motherfuckers will sacrifice anybody, whether they close to you or not, to throw them under the bus, to point the motherfucking blame somewhere else. But luckily, I'm not that stupid. So you're safe with me. I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna hold it over your motherfucking head and use it when I get ready to use it. Since you want to play games, I want to see this so funny. Ah, see this funny. We don't bother nobody over fucking here. Half of the people in the chat be high as hell. We don't fuck with nobody over here. And I don't give a fuck who like it. And I'm gonna tell you how God works, right? I'm gonna tell you how God works. When the spamming shit happened, my dumb ass, okay, I'm looking at the chat like, oh, look at them. Oh, look at them nice designs. I wonder how they put the designs in the chat. I'm looking at, oh, look at the nice designs. Oh, that's so cute. And then somebody said, no, they spamming. I'm like, what? How the fuck you do that? But see, you playing bullshit on motherfucking terminals that's tied to the state and the motherfucking government. Didn't y'all hear me tell that lady Jocelyn Williams where she worked at within the government? How would I know that? How would I know that? Now when people come fucking with your ass, it serves you right. Cause y'all be on unnecessary ass bullshit. Unnecessary. Shit that don't have to happen. Brooke asks, do you understand why it's spamming and what would happen or you know already? No, I ain't. No, I just know that people say they can shut you down, all that kind of crazy shit. But if that happens, I won't be going alone. And I don't give a fuck who likes it. See, there's a house of cards, right? Motherfuckers already building around certain people. I'll come and put the top on that motherfucker and it fall down. Because I don't give a shit. This ain't my goddamn life. It's a goddamn shame. I had to go to I got burner phones and shit, a separate IG, separate Facebook, separate motherfucking Twitter and shit to deal with you motherfuckers. Because I couldn't open you up to the people I know in real life. Yeah, matter of fact, I should have. So they can come and fuck one of y'all up for doing stupid ass shit. Adrena, your guess is good as mine. I was told because I had to, when situations and shit like that happens, because I got these access, these people shit and whatever, I had to sit down and talk to the goddamn people or whatever. And they was talking about people that use something called bots and all kind of bullshit that went over my head. Like I said, like I'm telling you, when I looked in the chat, I thought people was putting designs in the chat. I'm thinking it's a design. You know how, and it looked like from where I'm sitting, it looked like you know how those codes that says to scan this code. You know how they be talking about scan the code, the little maze looking designs. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking somebody putting designs in the chat. Hell, my ignorant ass, I don't know about that. Shit. But I'm telling you, you don't fucked up now. You don't fucked up now. I will, Brooke. Give me a minute. So I'm gonna tell you how I caught it. I'm sitting up here, right, trying to, cause now I work around the YouTube schedule. Hey, now it's YouTube come first. I eat sometime later, and I work after that. Shit, but no, I was. I said, well, let me get some stuff done, whatever, and I can, knock out the work, the rest of this pretty much the rest of this week or whatever. Somebody sent me a link that I'm not even subscribed to. This is how the Lord works. I'm not even subscribed to this person. I'm looking, just looking out, oh Lord. Then I see the same thing happen in that chat. And the same MO, same person. Huh? That's how the Lord works. That's what you call favor. That's when you know that you've been a good person majority of all your life and you get rewarded. And I'm not talking about temporarily rewarded. See, some people get success and it be in little spurts here and there, but they never manage to keep it or, you know, or anything like that. My thing is, right, I always, I say sometimes I'm obsessed with perfection, but the thing about it is if you know shoot for the highest ahead, and if you don't make it, your fall isn't that great as someone you know just going for the bare minimum. And if you don't make the bare minimum, then your ass is below that. That's just my train of thought. So I like for it to be right, correct, precise. I don't want to have to go over it again. I don't want to have to correct shit and this, that, and the third. And everybody that worked with me or for me, no, when they hand me something, it better be investigated. It better be detailed. You better be, in my method, I have people working from the end to the front, then the front to the back. I mean, like that. That way they can catch stuff and make sure that every variables, every components, every element, everything is represented in that case or whatever it is, that situation where whatever it is. When I get it, I just want to look over it for accuracy and then run with it. But everybody don't give the information like that. You got a lot of people here that like to state their opinions as facts, and then they have opinions that's not even rooted in the foundation of facts. It's built from their own what they think, their mentality, their opinion, and bullshit. Nothing to do with facts. I mean, just come to terms. Everybody's not going to get along. We all aren't going to like the same people. And it's okay. I don't ask people to adopt my beef and my bullshit, nor should you ask me. I'm going to go where I want to go. Anybody can go where they want to go. You ain't going to never hear me say no shit like that about nothing like that. You can't go here. I seen you over there. No, you don't own people. It's illegal to. I don't give a fuck who like it. Don't tell me shit about how we do stuff on this channel, this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You do whatever you want to do, wherever you are, in every your fucking household. I don't want to hear shit. When I say I don't want to hear shit, I mean it. Now I'm gonna drop this link. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to hear shit. And anybody that was married to me will tell you what I say that, or any friends, or even my child. That's what the fuck I mean. I don't want to hear shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I cannot be thrown off. You can't throw me off. Oh yeah, and hit the like button. And at the end of this live, if you don't, I understand. I'm dropping the link. It's an open panel. I'm dropping the link. But like I said, from now on, if it's an open panel, I'll drop the link. When it's a closed panel, I'll drop the link. For certain people, I ask to come up, or if I see them asking me for the link, and if I want them to come up, I will. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? All right, because I'm not gonna be long. I'm tired. I'm actually ready to go to bed. I was trying to stay up, but all right. So I can explain how the spamming works. So you know that YouTube is computer based. So even like when we are like let's say you report a channel, and if the computer, YouTube computer picks up on whatever you put in, the computer will shut it down. Usually that's why you have to send in, like if it's a false flag or something, you'll send in a response, and that calls for a manual review. So this works the same way. So basically the object of the spammer is so that YouTube can either do one or two things. They can disable your chat, or they can shut your channel down, and under the reasoning of being that it's not a human being, it's a robot. So let's say like last night, the person you said you thought it was somebody putting designs in. That was clearly a spam. I didn't see it until today, but that was a spam. And what happens is after they spam you, they go and report you for spam. So if the computer see that you got all these emojis in the chat, they're gonna shut you down. You really don't know if they're gonna take the channel. Sometimes they usually just snatch the chat, they can snatch the video, or they can snatch the channel. So that's how spamming works, and it don't only work with emojis, it work also with words. So let's say somebody come in and say Angie, 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 and then keep putting it in repeatedly about 4 or 5 times back to back. They can report it and say this person is spamming, they're using the word Angie. Boom, the computer will pick it up, and they'll either just disable the chat or whatever. So that's why, it's very important, because somebody can come in and just do that. It's a few things they can do. What I would suggest you do, and I told you that not too long ago, get an overlay. When you get an overlay, that'll protect people from porn bombing you. And you don't want that to happen, because if you get that to happen, you'll get a community strike, and they'll send you out. They'll have you off for 7 days if you don't delete the video in time. Yeah, people do crazy stuff. So, and it's crazy because it's like some y'all, like newer YouTubers, don't know that. And before anybody can tell them, somebody hit them with it, and then they'll be, messed up, or had to do another channel, or have to do whatever, whatever, in order for them to, like get the stuff off or go through a lot of things. And the last thing before, because I do gotta say one more thing to that. The last thing, don't put people's names in the chat, y'all, because they do now have a policy. It came out. They had the bullying and harassment policy got a little bit more stricter December 2020, which was what, 6 months ago. A couple of days ago, they sent out an email to everybody. So I know if you haven't read your emails, you didn't get it. If you have, content creators, I think we got notified in the studio as well. You can't put people's names in the chat. They're like the names of their title or their real name, because that can also get you shut down for bullying and harassment. So y'all just be careful with that. You can put like nicknames and stuff like that, or people you like, but if you know Angie have an issue with somebody, don't put their name in the chat. Even if somebody's on the panel and y'all just asking general questions, just try to use a nickname, because if you put their names in the chat, some people knows how to get people's chats shut down. I have that. And one
But
more
it have
thing,
to
and
be that
then
person whose name is in the chat, right?
right. No. So like, let me give you an example. You don't get along with the big bug. I ain't gonna say his real name. You don't care for him too much. Let's say somebody from over there comes over there and they put his name in the chat. One of the mods, if I'm in here, I'm gonna delete it. I'm not gonna block the person. I'm just gonna delete the comment, because if YouTube picks it up, he can then come and say this person is bullying me, and they put my name in the chat. His name can say, whatever, whatever, and then they'll snatch the chat. So you don't want them to do that. They're getting stricter on, I guess, harassment and bullying. So if you notice, like a lot of content creators now aren't really saying the names. They're more so just saying like whatever nicknames. because of course you can't report a nickname if it don't match up with what you're reporting.
Right.
So just be careful with that. And the last thing I had peeped in to Miss Brewer's chat earlier, and I was reading some of the comments, and I made a statement on my channel before when I went live a couple of minutes before you went live. And what I said was people need to mind their business. Seriously. I'm not mad with Angie, and I don't have an issue with Angie. Me and Angie are both women, and I made a comment, and that's what it was. She makes comments, and that's what it is. I don't understand why we can't be two grown women who may not agree on something, but still be with each other as a whatever you want to call it. And I said, listen here, Angie is always and forever will be one of my bad angels. So y'all can go ahead and try to boost up and try to create situations that's just not there. I'm not mad with Angie at all. I fucks with Angie the long way. You hoes are just mad because y'all can't find nobody that'll be loyal to you hoes because y'all deal with a bunch of backstabbers. It don't matter if me and Angie get into an argument. I don't care if me and her cuss each other out. I'm still going to mess with Angie. Angie has never deceived me, and she has never did anything behind my back to show me other than who she is. And from the beginning, she has stated her claim. I just wanted that to be also heard because I did see some people in the chat and they were referring to me as the crook. So if you ever see anybody say something about the crook, that's me. I'm gonna change my name to Brooke the
When
Crook.
that happened, because I wasn't. I had
It
left.
happened earlier today. She
Oh, I had left.
the Mocha lady put it
Her
in the chat.
channel.
Mocha put it in the chat. She said something. Yeah, I guess now. So since the crook mad at Angie, and I'm like, well, when the fuck was I mad at Angie? Where y'all get that from? I'm confused. Did I ever
Well,
tell
I'm
you I
not
was mad
sure.
at you?
I'm not sure why you would be mad at me because you run your channel the way you run your channel, and you set the rules and regulations, whatever, over there, and I go over there and I respect whatever the
Mhm,
rules and regulations are, and it's the same. We run it different over here, and I expect
mhm.
everybody to, to respect the rules and regulations over here. I mean, I'm not mad at anybody. I didn't see that because um I left her chat. I was when I'm subscribed to her, and I was sitting there, and I was
Mhm.
listening, and I seen somebody come in and say something incorrect, so I jumped in to correct them because I'm sitting right here.
So then
Because a
it
lot of
must have
times you
happened
can't
when
even.
you left. Then.
Yeah,
It
a
must have
lot of times
happened
you
when you
can't
left.
even. Huh? Oh, because a lot
I
of
said
times
it
you
must
can't
have
even
happened
sit.
when you left because Mocha, the Mocha lady, she was the one who put it in the chat and said that I guess because me and you having some issues or something, and I guess that's why that. First of all, the last 2 nights I'm trying to get back on track. Last night I was asleep, and the night before I was asleep. If I was woke, I would have been up in here just like everybody else, but I was asleep. But I guess because the night be not last night, but the night before that, when Crazy Tail was on the panel before I had got off the panel, I was mentioning to you about me about you muting me. So what? I don't care about nothing like that. That was there, and left there. When I got off of there, because I was halfway asleep anyway, I went to hell to sleep, and I woke up with nothing, thinking about okay, well let's see who on. And just so happened you didn't come back on until later on that night, which was it last night? Last night, yeah, which was last night, and I was asleep. I didn't get it because listen here, I got attacked in my sleep after y'all got off. After you had got spammed and you ended your live, they went. A lot of the people went over to the young lady named Lovely Love Live. She's one of my peoples from the beef sector, and they was over there. I'm getting beat up. I caught a black eye, some old stuff, but I was asleep. I didn't wake up until 10 o'clock today. And that's when I saw I had all these messages. I said, what the hell going on? Y'all had a long night last night. I was asleep. But I
Mm-mm.
just wanted that the record to be known that I'm grown. Angie is also grown. If I have an issue with Angie, I know how to pick up the phone and call Angie without even having to address anything online. So for y'all to go and keep trying to spew out misinformation, please stop because you're not rattling nobody's cage. All right. I just want you to know that. And I'm saying it while I'm talking to Angie on her panel. I fucks with Angie the long way. Period. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, I hope that satisfies. Your response, ma'am. I'm not talking about you, Angie. I'm talking about Mocha because I know
Yeah, I
she's in
know.
your
I know.
this stuff. But I'm getting
Yeah,
ready
I
for
didn't
the.
know they was. I didn't know nobody thought that it was an issue like that. No.
I'm gonna go see if I can find it and I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it. But yeah,
Okay.
I read it in there. I definitely read it. But I'll screenshot it and send it to you. Okay.
Oh, okay. All
All
right.
right. Good night, y'all. Bye bye.
Y'all, Georgia girl in the building, put them snakes in the chat. But yeah, I think I put on, if not, I'll go back in the description box, and I think I put like no mentioning people's names and shit like that. I mean, so we're gonna use the nicknames or whatever we call them or whatever, you know. So, but anyway, I mean, this is a goddamn shame, you know. And it's a lot of times people, they create a competition in their head that you're not even in with them. They want to go back and forth about some bullshit that's it's not even about that. They're hearing things. I'm telling you. And so, I mean, and here's the thing, right? So, and it's aggravating because in my particular situation, now I got to sit down here and talk. I'm on the phone, got to talk to the IT people, this and whatever. They got to notify YouTube and shit like this now so they can catch all, you know, this weirdo ass shit and whatever. As if I'm some motherfucking big blog or something like that on YouTube. What are you crazy? That's not my goal in life. Give a fuck about that. I decided to do this channel, whatever. It has something to do with talking about cases, talking about current events, talking about, of course, the R. Kelly case. Just laughing, having fun, sharing stories. You know, I want to get to, you know, to a point. I want people to come up and tell their stories or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you learn about others and whatever, and you get to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And some shit will make you sad or whatever. That's how you get to. And I don't want nobody to be attacked, you know, for those, for that reason, and you know. But I'm good on the friends. I'm good on all of that. All that came with me in my regular life, and I'm not gonna have two lives up here. Cause in real life, it'll be a whole bunch of bullshit going on. So I don't know if I had to go through this journey to learn to deal with, you know, anger issues and the, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit like that. To work on patience and tolerance and you know, realize that there is more mental health patients that haven't been diagnosed or in the streets than the ones that I so happen to start dealing with, working with, you know, kind of by accident or whatever. You know, but like as I look at other, you know, work I've done, other work I do, I look at YouTube as an opportunity, right? I mean, I know I could tear somebody ass up and give me a whole bunch of trouble, but that's not what I want to do. I don't never want to create a. Do you know, out of out of all the shit or whatever, not it gonna be a whole bunch of shit, but people just like to fuck with you and okay, and I entertain it, right? I've never ever used my power to act that like to actually go through and get that person in trouble, have them arrested, you know, go through the channels and do all that kind of shit like that that borders on the line of misconduct in my profession. No, if anybody go back and listen to that call between me and the entanglement, I met him because it was an online shit dealing with sports. And this was a bunch of men. I had a few women. That's when I was telling you about that story about that lady whose daughter went to Baylor or whatever. We had it out. I mean, I can remember the women that I had it out with, but it was a whole bunch of men. And the most I had to do because it was online is I had to have help identifying who these people were. So when I was, and I want to be accurate, so I was running up on them. I knew it was them because I had the file right here in my hand. I mean, it was a whole bunch of motherfucking men. And then they want us to be like, the man is the king, and the man is this, and the man is the head, and the man is that, and we gonna follow bullshit. I'm gonna follow one that somebody that who's right and who moves the right way. Got nothing to do with your goddamn gender. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you, I respect a man when he's respectable. And that's anybody, a woman too, a child too. But he be on that fuck shit. I'll be on that with him. And you know what? And in that scenario, in that whole situation, the guy who that man went and got for me to take me out on some sports shit, that guy ended up apologizing to me, and he ended up going to a game in front of everybody, and he knocked that man out. That's the guy he got to come get after me, and I had to keep him out of jail. And that's the truth. And this ain't a lie. I'm telling the call is already down there if you listen to the entanglement call. And I got some more parts of that to that's the same guy who my child called tonight, but she don't remember going. Well, I got a again when I talked to her later on, and she talking about we don't went to drive to fight someone, so many people she can't remember. But that's the same guy. I got somebody told me that he was at the Orlando Magic Stadium, and we drove over there, and I went to get him, but I couldn't because they had top flight security in there. I don't expect nobody to handle my shit. Because if I have to pick up the phone, a whole bunch of shit gonna happen. And it's just like that. Y'all know it's the same with y'all. Y'all just ain't up here saying it. It's the same with y'all. If somebody's with that bullshit, y'all pick up the phone, a whole bunch of shit gonna get started. Because people love you like that. People respect you like that. And know that you don't start a whole bunch of bullshit. You blocked Mocha? I'll go in and get that. But this is the craziest shit ever. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all go and look at that description sometimes when y'all come in, especially the blue people, because I be adding stuff. I have to add stuff because I have to be aware of the bullshit. But yeah, I talk to those people because I don't know, is it the servers or whatever it is, I'm on the people's shit, so they had to notify YouTube. This shit took feet. It may start off as somebody weird ass fucking obsession with whatever, but it takes feet when it's dealing with certain people. And it's annoying to me because I'm telling you, I'm sitting there thinking somebody putting designs in the goddamn chat. I'm like, well, damn, how they do all that with shit? How you do that? That's so cute. That's so pretty. Shit, my ass. It was fucking my shit up. Yeah, but here's the thing: you gonna rely on the fact that I'm uh uh not technically savvy. This shit down, that's not the people. Let me see. Who I mean, they spam the shit. I'm in here looking. They spam the shit out of my ass, baby. But we gonna get ahead of that. So don't try to do it again. Trying to lead it away. Told you, I'm boxing you in. And the only way is out through me. Mocha, I don't see you, block. What's up, Tune? I don't see you, block. But yeah, this is the weirdest, crazy ass shit I ever seen in my goddamn life. But I was trying to wait for Miss Denise to get finished, so I don't know when she finished or whatever to go live or whatever. Um, and I will be trying to be mindful. It doesn't matter of who time is on. If Pap is on, if Randa's on, if shit, it don't matter who's on or whatever. I'll be respectful for the for their time and stuff like that, and go on after them, and, because a lot of times shit they might be say something I won't talk about. Hell, but I never seen no weirdo ass shit as that. But I'm just saying, you can't be having shit like that go on and whatever. So you know what, you can stop, and you know what, and it's gonna be so fucked up because I'm gonna eventually tell y'all who the fuck that people trying to blame and turn it to and point to who they using to do it, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna give you all that. You know I am. But since it's such such fun and games and all this, I'm gonna get me a few laughs out of it. I'm gonna use it to my motherfucking advantage. Hold it right over your motherfucking head. I really am. Cause I ain't asked for this shit. But since you brought it, I'm the one that can really battle. I would take your motherfucking ass out without a blink of an eye. And I don't give a fuck who's attached to you, who goes down with it. And I promise you, that's my declaration. And with that being said, let me go and get on out of here because I almost feel myself in to threaten people. Whatever. Because a lot of times you got to think, fucking with me is sometimes fucking with the authorities too. Because I have that shit. Damn. Be mindful. Well, anyway, let me get out of here, y'all. Thanks again to the host, the hostess, and the guests. Little people, what's up? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.